Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And by that, I mean we work with the cycles, right? The cycles as they happen, and how can we use that and manifest that energy for our best and highest good. And so today we're going to talk about that cycle of Aries, where the sun is in Aries, and that is from March 19th through April 18th. I know I'm running a little behind on these, so you'll have to forgive me. It was a crazy week, right? So this is kind of how that went. I had to take care of some stuff. But when I sat down to get into your energy, well, actually how it happened is I sat down to get into the energy of Aries today, and I saw a vision, and then I was told that was for the collective. And so then I was instructed to pull cards from 3 decks. I did that. And so I've been doing that for every sign. But what's been interesting is that as I settle into each sign, a different part of that vision is highlighted. Sometimes I get a little more information and it becomes a bigger story. Sometimes it's something I already saw, but a little more focus on it. So for you, I actually saw something that I hadn't seen in the original one, but it was definitely part of it. So I will get to that in a moment. I want to encourage you to please hit that thumbs up button to like, share, subscribe. It helps me to grow my channel, which is a way of you giving back, of exchanging energy right now. So the energy I'm putting into it, you put back. But also, I really want to encourage you to leave me a message. When you leave me a message, when you connect, either by leaving me an emoji or something, I take your name and I write it down on a piece of paper. So I have all the Libras written down on a piece of paper, etc. And when I go to meditate onto your energy and connect with you, there's that connection to your name that I have. And so I feel like it gives you the opportunity to get messages that are much more resonant for you. Because when I call in the spirit guides, I ask them to bring me messages for the people who will receive them, and to draw to the messages the people who need them. And so that is one way to do that for yourself. So your vision. So the overall vision for the collective was you were standing like in a hut. I saw these like a doorway of twigs that were leaning against each other, and a wind came along and blew them down. And so then you're standing in the middle of all these downed twigs and branches, and there's the stepping out. So it's across, like there's like foothills, and there's a mountain, and down on the side there is like water, a river. So stepping out, hands on the hip, assessing, thinking about the situation, and then making the decision to go down the embankment to the river and get a bucket of clay, bring it back up, sort through the sticks, see which is still viable for use. Then creating a new structure, only using mud and sticks this time to build a more stable structure. So that was the overall vision for you in particular. What I saw was you stepped out and you're always like, oh my gosh, I get to build this differently. I get to create something new. That was the energy. It was like this excitement and all these ideas running through my head. So maybe I'll put the door facing this way, or I could put a window over there. And like, it was all this creative, okay, this situation didn't work out, but I still have some pieces and some stuff to work with. And you practically skipped down the hill to the water. And then you came back like so fast. I didn't even have time to get down to see how you were reacting to the water situation. And you have 2 buckets on a yoke, equally balanced. I thought, well, there's Libra for you. You are so excited to start constructing the new paradigm for yourself. Beautiful. Beautiful attitude, beautiful energy. It was really nice to be in your energy. So I pulled cards from these 3 decks. So you have 3 that came out for the chakra one. It was faith, hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. And I laughed. It was that sense of hope, that sense of excitement. You have money, which is finances, power, generosity, and abundance. And this is about the giving and the taking. exchanging energy. So again, a great way to exchange energy with anyone on YouTube is to, if they have commercials, you let the commercials play through for 30 seconds, because it's only 30 seconds of your time for however many minutes they put into creating that product for you, right? But it's a way for you to exchange and give energy back that doesn't really cost you anything except a little bit of your time. There's the hitting the thumbs up. There's the comments. Whenever you not just me, but any of the readers, it's a way to exchange the energy. It's the give and the take, right? So when you go to buy something, you give them money, they give you a product. When you help out a neighbor at some point down the line, they might help you back. And so right now there's that exchange. When you're in a relationship, Libra is very giving in a relationship, but at some point they're like, wait, how come no one ever gives back? That's often the problem that they run into, is finding that balance and those boundaries. And so having faith that if a relationship didn't work out the way you wanted, there is a better one, a way to create or a way to recreate the one that you currently have. Maybe there's just a way to do it. And then you have the desire card, which is goals, passion, craving, fulfillment. And I do want to read a little bit here on that. It says the journey beneath your surface wants journey. It says journey beneath your surface wants to the depths of your soul's true desire. There are no limits to what you can achieve. To the depths of your soul's true desires. And that's important because you also receive this card, the soul's journey. So it says, right now you are experiencing a life lesson. Whatever the outcome, know that this is the lesson is here for a reason, even if you are unaware of it. It is important that you become mindful of your experiences, acknowledging decisions and actions that have led you to this moment. Ask yourself, what is it I need to learn from the situation? How am I affected by it? What can I do that will help me to correct the negative course of action? How can I improve my soul's connection to my higher purpose? Metaphorically speaking, a house is your spiritual home. So how can you rebuild your life, in a way that really, really works for you, right? What can I do to support humanity? So, other things you received. You received the sun. And, there was a phrase here, and I should have saved this one out because there was a phrase that really caught my attention. The sun is, it's that masculine energy. It's the do-it energy. It's the light shining on everything, and now we're going, and we're doing, and we're creating. It's very creative energy. But there was actually a line that I thought was really fascinating. It said, it is time to come out of your cave and savor the life-giving light of our star. The sun rekindles your passion and your creative energy. Life is calling you to shine your light and to add your lightness and humor to the seriousness around you. Get out and play. So, if you come out of your cave, right? Come out of that structure that wasn't working. If the winds of change blew it down as it needed to, and then you have Heart in the Sky, which is all about connecting to your truest heart's desires. So twice they told you, what is it that you really want? This is your soul's journey. This is your opportunity to create what it is that you really want to create. And then you also received the blade. You are invited to draw your blade and use it. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power, so take it. Take decisive action. Overcome your fear of hurting others. Unsheath the blade and use it wisely, right? Knives are good for creating, for cutting. They also can be a weapon. So use your tool wisely so that you're building something that you want to create. And then here you have completion. This is the snake biting its tail. Can you see that? Okay, so all things have a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is the nature of life, the seed, the flower, and the fruit, and all of human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old one into a new one if you are going through some sort of a breakup. Could be a breakup with a job. It could be a breakup with a relationship, right? Some kind of ending of something to begin something new, right? It's a definite, clear ending to begin something new. And we have the blade showing up, and we have the soul's journey, and now we have this completion card. It says you have finished the cycle, and there is no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regards to a relationship, it is time to honor what has been. and to find a new form for the future, right? So learning the lessons that you were being taught, finding the value in them and taking them forward and making better choices, right? In your adventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of the summer when the fruit is ripe. And you looked excited to jump out there and to go and to create something new, to create what you wanted. Whatever was happening wasn't fully working for you, and you needed this new opportunity, this new space, this clearing of energy that everybody's going through right now. We're in a time of pulling into ourselves and getting in touch with our higher selves and clearing space physically, clearing out closets and garages and stuff, but it's helping to move the energy around us. It's time for reconnection with people because we've been so busy. It's also time to look at our life and go, well, that part of it works and that part doesn't. And I think that when this is all said and done, there are going to be a number of businesses that find that, having more flexible scheduling and allowing people to work from home didn't really hurt their business in certain aspects. There's some things you can't do that way. I clean houses. That's hard to do remotely, but there are aspects of businesses where, giving more flexibility. And I think that will reduce usage of power. If you allow for flexibility of scheduling, you don't have to have as many workspaces. You can reduce your carbon footprint. And I think that a lot of what's happening right now is we're preparing to move into that age of Aquarius that's happening at the end of the year, where we think about the world collectively. If this would be your overall energy for the month is not even a surprise to me. A creative endeavor. You are about to co-create with spirit, something brand new in your life, something excited, redesigning some aspect of your life in some way, but building off of the lessons learned. So when the wind came along and it blew down the sticks, you learned, guess what? Just using sticks and leaning them against each other is not a sturdy structure, but mixing it with clay and mud and building a more solid wall is a sturdier structure. So you're learning something. And hey, the way it was before, I didn't have a window with this view, but I can create that now. Or I can put a door over here. I can put this in. And so it is that redesigning that creation energy that is going on here. And so the heart of the matter here is you have professional assistance, but it was in the reverse in the area of the heart. And so I want to say, if you need professional assistance for something, then sure, go ahead and ask for it. But I kind of feel like right now, it's telling you, you don't need anyone's ideas but your own. You are here to create your own paradigm, your own life, your own world. And so worrying about what other people are, bringing in not too many other voices, other ideas is probably not the thing to do during this time of contraction. This is your creative endeavor. It's just you and a blank canvas. What do you want to create? There will be a time later, further down the road, when you might need to have actual professional assistance. But right now, this is creation time. This is taking your ideas and putting them on paper. And what is it you desire? What do you desire? Okay, in the recent past, we have the 4 directions of angels. It came out in the upright. That actually means something. I have to look it up. It is going to recommend 2 angels in particular for you to call on. And so I just want to make sure that I get you the right names. You can call on any angels and guides, but in particular right now, the ones that are on offer to you that are saying, hey, I'm here, call on me. You have Uriel, the angel of the north. It is a source of immense, valuable inspiration if you're working on a creative project or if you just need some new ideas or some help on some old issues. Uriel is ready and willing to help. This angel connects you to the universal energy and the Akashic information that exists all around you. So call on Uriel to leave any dark confusion behind and bring the insight you require at this time. This is the fire of God and will certainly light up your life. And then Archangel Raphael is the angel of Archangel of the East. This wonderful angel supports you with matters of love, healing, children, and relationships. So invite its presence to help you resolve your love and relationship issues and to bring the physical healing you desire. The energy of this angel is so powerful that it is often called the miracle worker. When you receive this card in the upright, you know that it's time to open your heart and your life to Raphael's loving assistance. The miracle you seek is closer than you think. That's exciting. Okay, so the transformation is to create your new beginning. It was in the reverse, and I think it's in the reverse because the seed, you need to plant the seeds of intention. You need to decide what it is that you want to create. You need to make some decisions in order to launch this new beginning. We have the completion card here, and so before the new cycle can end, you must end the old cycle. So you need to wrap that up in order to bring about the new beginning. So you need to end the cycle to begin a new cycle, and you need to get in touch through your heart space, which Archangel Raphael, yeah, you say that 3 times fast, see how you do, right? You connect through the heart space to your higher self, and Archangel Raphael helps with healing the heart space. So there's so much happening here that's really coming together, and honestly, this is the most uplifting message I've had all day. My face can't stop smiling. So in the recent past, there's been some issues around family, but when I see this, it's often, see how it's all children? Many of our issues in our relationships are rooted in our relationships with our parents. Things that happened when we were younger. The need to prove that we are worthy of love. Simply by being a spark of the divine, which we all are, makes us worthy of love. We are love. We came from love. We are love. But we get into this world and people tell us, no, you need to earn it. You know, you have religions telling you have to be good to earn God's love. No, you have it. You've always had it. I just saw in The Wizard of Oz, you know, when she's got the ruby slippers on, and Glinda says to her, you always had the power. You've always had the love. It's always been there. You just need to find it within yourself because it's there. That's part of that soul's journey to get there. In the heart space moving forward is joyous fun. When you stop worrying about what other people think and you start feeling into your own heart space and doing what you find joy and love in, this creative project of your life, you co-creating with spirit your life, utilizing your relationship with your higher self, then you're really going to start moving things forward in the way that you want. So you've been worried about a loss in the area of obstacles in the past, letting go of missing my ship. If I walk away from this, I've invested all this time and energy, you know, loss of finances, whatever. Being willing to let go and let the ship sail away. Because when it's in the reverse, it's like I'm afraid of letting go. Go ahead and let things go that don't work. Let them pass from your life. In the current situation, we have decrease, but we have decrease in the reverse. And decrease in the reverse says, yes, pay attention. There is going to be a loss, but it's not as bad as you think. Because when the card is in the upright, see how the water's flowing out of the hand onto the dirt? But actually, when it's in the reverse, that's when you realize that no, if I'm willing to let go, the flow of the abundance in the universe will fill me back up, right? You'll be filled back up. So remain optimistic. So yes, you are in a period of decrease, but don't dwell in that energy. Look forward with optimism. Create from the heart space in conjunction with your higher self, in conjunction with using the angels. We've got Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel here to help you with creating what it is that you want to create. Open up your opportunities. Be joyful. Okay, so the structure fell down. You didn't like it anyway. It wasn't perfect. There were things you didn't like about it, and it wasn't stable. And so now you get to go and create a new one that's stable and that you love. And you have Jade Emperor Organization. This is you organizing in the thoughts area. Your thoughts, right? You were like running along going, oh, I could do it this way, and then if I do that, and you came back with 2 buckets. Everybody else has just had the 1. You came back with 2 because you realize it's going to take more time and more energy, but that's also being more organized, bringing up 2 buckets in a balanced way, you know, than 1. And in the heart space, you have clarity. You're being encouraged to be clear about what you're trying to create, right? That organizing of your thoughts, that knowing what you want, that putting it on paper and saying, okay, look, this is what I really want to create. And making that commitment to yourself. We have a new moon coming up on Tuesday. I'm going to be doing videos almost every day because I have time right now to do that. And we're going to be talking about the new moon and how to use that cycle. Really use that cycle of Aries new moon, which is in your 7th house of partnerships. No, yes, no, yes, yes, no, yes, yes, it is. So how can you use that to start a new relationship or a new business partnership, right? And then you have, look at this. You are on a soul's journey, right? Aim for what makes your soul rejoice. What makes your heart happy? Focus on that. Focus on, this is a chance to recreate, to rebuild, to redesign your life. Co-creating with spirit, exactly what it is that you actually want. What fills you up with joy. What gets you excited. What gets you out of bed in the morning. Pretty cool stuff there, Libra. All right, so I look forward to speaking with you many, many more times over the next few weeks. And I expect it to just be a few weeks. That's my optimism at play. So let's use this opportunity to set ourselves up for success, to figure out what it is that we need, and to make a plan and start co-creating our future. All right, let's do it together. Leave me a comment. Love to hear from you. You take care, and I'll probably see you tomorrow.